Okay guys, in this video we'll be looking at the Ultimate Rare cards for Meteor Mission 3. It's coming out in March, although we don't actually have an exact date yet, which is surprising. So I'm guessing maybe 14th of March, but I guess we've got to find out later on. So we've got a lot of Ultimate Rares, I think it's about 10 or 11, so a whopping amount. First of all, we've got a Namek Saga Super Saiyan Goku, pretty cool art. So pretty good HP. It's got a Z action, which is pretty rare, been quite a while since the last one, and it's really good effect as well. Basically, him and any other guys with the Z action will permanently ignore the enemy's guard and damage reduction from the second round onwards, which is pretty nice. So probably the best Z effect so far. That's really good. The only thing is that there's not too many other Z cards that are any good, but it's still pretty good. So yeah. Also a revival unit with Krillin and Vegeta for semi-energy, recovering 1000 HP when they revive. So, I mean, Krillin's not bad with the UGM 10 UR, and Vegeta's got a lot of good cards, so I guess that's not so bad. And then for his main ability, so from the second round onwards, so excluding the first round, so second, third, fourth, and fifth rounds are all good for this one. When your team attacks, based on how little amount of HP you have, you'll get some hero energy, and this Goku's power, damage, and miracle chance will all be increased, so that's pretty good. And if there's a Frieza in the enemy team, the effect is doubled, so that's pretty nice. I mean, of course, first round, it's not going to do anything, unfortunately, but the other rounds, it could be pretty strong. Of course, we've got to wait until we find out how much actually increases it by, but that does sound pretty good. So overall, not a bad card, I think, this one. Pretty cool. And next up, we have actually a dramatic art of the same card, so really cool. Goku and Frieza facing off there on Namek, so definitely one of the better DAs, I think. Really cool. We've got a Super Vegeta, so basically the second grade Super Saiyan Vegeta, with the final flash, and it's a new updated animation, which is pretty cool. It's got a sparking on the second round, and the extra effect is that the target will take double damage from then on, and they'll also lose 5000 guards, so pretty good for lowering that target's defenses, I guess. Not bad. This guy is probably one of the weaker ones of the set. He's still not bad, I suppose, but so every round at the end of the power level battle, if this Vegeta has more power than all the enemy attackers that round, you'll gain 2 hero energy. His super attack will be available that round, and he'll only take half damage that round, so not bad, I guess. And when he attacks, if he's attacking by himself, so he's a hero type, so basically you don't really want to have any other hero types on your team. Unless they're attacking separately anyways, otherwise this won't activate. But if he is attacking by himself, then during that attack, his power and damage will be times by 4. So that's not a permanent boost there, but that's not bad, I suppose. 4 times damage and power is definitely nice. Just he's okay, but he's not like super amazing though. Okay, next up we have a Gogeta from movie 12. He's got the Gun Impact as his touch action ability, and the effect's really good, probably the best out of all the Gun Impacts to date. So all the 5 members, including this Gogeta, will have their necessary hero energy for their attacks reduced by 3. So normally he needs 8 for his whole Punisher. Now he only need 5, which is really nice. And they also have their power levels doubled. So yeah, 2 really good effects there. So good. And for his main ability, at the start of the battle, any enemies with basically if there's this card in the enemy team, this Janemba here, it will have its ability nullified. So it's basically a big counter to this Janemba, as you'd expect from Gogeta. That's pretty cool. And in addition to that, when you make your move each round, any enemies that have they don't have the required amount of hero energy for their attacks will have their super attacks disabled that turn, and also their miracle perfect chances that turn disabled too. So that's good for guys in particular, like if they have an ability where they can use their super attack without any cost. It's basically a counter to that, right? So they'll need the energy either way, right? Regardless of their ability. That's pretty good. And also this Gogeta will have his power and his super attack damage times by 3 permanently. So yeah, definitely one of the better cards of the set. Actually, surprisingly good. Okay, next up we have Porunga. So yeah, been a while since the last Shenron card, but we finally got a new dragon. Not as a secret though, but we still got it, I guess, which is cool. So sets are pretty garbage, of course, 1000 each. I guess HP is the only one that really matters though. But anyways, it's quite different though than the Shenron in terms of his abilities. He's all about sealing away the enemy's actions. So every turn he can either seal away their card actions, their touch actions, or their super abilities, right? He can do that up to 3 times, so 3 rounds. That's pretty good. Now the other thing is that's not for everyone. It's only for the what's actually randomized out of the attackers. I'll choose randomly 3 of the enemy attackers that round, and but you can boost that effect if your HP is lower than the enemy that round. So maybe the whole team, that'd be kind of good. He's definitely interesting, but yeah, I think we have to wait and see how good he's going to be based on his boosted effect. Okay, next up we have Pikkon. It's actually the first UR for Pikkon ever in the game, which is pretty cool, I guess, achievement there. That's cool. So the HP is really, really good. 4,100 is really, really nice. He's got a block burst as well, with his burst effect being that he halves enemy's power and also gains 2 hero energy, which is pretty nice. And this guy might be the best of the whole set, honestly. He's looking really, really good so far. So outside the battle, all the enemies' fixed damage and damage multipliers will be disabled, which is, will nullify. That's really, really good. So fixed damage and any multipliers they have, gone. The only bad thing is that it will wear off. If you take 4,000 damage or more, then into that round, it will wear off. But if it does wear off, you get a kind of a consolation prize, which is that based on the amount of CIs you won until that point, you'll get back his hero energy, right? So if you won 3 CIs, then the ability wears off, you get 3 hero energy, which is kind of, a nice bonus, I guess. But that is really good. Even for like the first one, that's really good. But if you can manage to survive and manage to hold off on that 4,000 damage, and second round it works again, that'll be just amazing for those first 2 rounds. So yeah, and a block burst too. So he might be my pick for the best one of this whole set. He's looking really nice. Okay, up to Janemba now, which is actually a transforming card, which is pretty cool, from the Fat One to the Super Janemba. On second round, he can transform, and he'll get 3 times power and damage, and his Miracle chance will be greatly increased too. That's a really good effect on the second round, really nice there. And only 4 energy for his attack as well, quite cheap. And for his main ability, it's actually kind of similar to the Pikkon in terms of the effect. So if there's 5 or more enemies on the enemy team, then at the start of the battle, all the enemies can't get any hero energy from abilities or power level. So basically, they can't get any hero energy whatsoever at all, which is crazy. They will wear off once you lose 2 CIs. So once you lost 2 CIs, it'll wear off at the end of that round. So similar to Pikkon, although the condition this time is CI is not HP lost. But yeah, again, if you can give it to the second round, that'd be really, really good. So yeah, these 2 might be the best ones, just because of the potential to keep it, battle, like the whole battle, if they just keep it, active. So really, really cool. Very good stuff there. Then we have Frieza from the Resurrection of F movie. So really cool. Another transforming card here, going golden. On the third round, though, unfortunately, this guy, unlike Janemba, so he had to wait quite a while to get his effect, I guess. But it's really, really good. He gets 30k power, 30k power level, and 30k super attack damage. So incredible effects there. If there was second round transformation, that'd be just so much better. But third round is a bit late, but it's still really good. Though, just a bit, a bit too late there, I guess. But still good, I guess. So his ability is really good too. Before you make a move each round, your whole team will recover some stamina. And at the end of the power level battle, for every 1,000 power level you have that turn, your team will get some power, and enemy attackers, the whole enemy team, in fact, will lose some guard. So yeah, pretty good effects there. And every round that the battle goes on for, the effects will be boosted. So we don't know how much it's going to be, but probably not that much on the first round. But as the battle goes on, it's going to get stronger and stronger. So yeah, he seems pretty good too. These last 3, Frieza, Janemba, and Pikkon look really, really good. So nice stuff there. Okay, next up we have a Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta from the game story this time, and actually a new model for him with the ripped shirt, which is pretty cool. He's actually got a Kiesel Lock as his touch action ability, surprisingly. The extra effect for this is that the enemy will take double damage from then on, so not a bad effect, I suppose. And his ability is okay, I guess. So when he's in the attack zone, at the end of the power level battle, his super attack will become available that turn, and he will attack the enemy with the most power. And when he attacks, he'll steal half of the power and guard from the enemy, so that's pretty good too. And also the enemy will become weak to stamina damage, which is pretty nice too. So it'll be easy to stun. And if it's an enemy that can't be stunned, then the enemy will lose 70% damage, so they'll have their damage reduced by a lot. So pretty good, I guess. I think mostly could be good against mission bosses, right? Because they usually can't be stunned, and they'll be a good counter to them, I think. But online, though, not too sure. Might be kind of hard to use them, but it's still pretty cool. Card art's really nice, I guess. Okay, now we have another Majin Ozoto card. This one is using the guise of Janemba, and his attack's really cheap, but it's kind of weak, though, being an old attack. He's got a Ultimate Slash as his touch action ability, and this will do massive stamina damage and also halve the enemy's power level, so not bad, I suppose. Pretty good. And his main ability is actually kind of similar to the Super Odin Ultimate Rare from, I think it was Universe Mission 7. So at the end of each round, he'll steal 1000 HP from the enemy for every enemy supporter that turn, right? So stealing HP is quite interesting. Could be kind of nice. And he'll steal 3000 power and guard from every enemy attacker. So either way, you know, he's getting something from either the attackers or the supporters, or both, right? So that's pretty nice. But I think being at the end of the round definitely kills it a bit. You know, instead of like, you know, power level battle or like earlier timing, I think would be better. But it's still a good effect. Just I think the timing of it is just a bit too late. But yeah, it's interesting, I guess. We have a Broly BR. It's been a while since you are of him. This is, and of course, is full power Super Saiyan state, and it's got a new attack. This is the Gigantic Catastrophe, so it looks pretty cool. And he's got as his card action ability a Far-Flying Swing. This will deal double damage, and if you have 10 energy, then the effect will be increased. So maybe 4 or 5 times damage. That'd be kind of good. But 10 energy is a bit of a high requirement, but still interesting, I guess. So unit S with Chilai and Lemo. First 6 energy, and it's really good. It will disable all the enemy's card and touch action abilities that turn. So really, really good effect. Chile got a really good 3-star with this mission. Limos, I guess, has a couple of decent cards, but yeah. I mean, it's definitely a good effect though. If you can pull it off, it'll be nice, but it might be kind of hard to activate though. And for his main ability, I think it's not so good, but anyways, outside of each round, if this Broly has 30k or more power, then he can't be stunned that round, and you'll get 30k power level for your team that round. But you can't get any hero energy from that power level, though, unfortunately. And when he's in the attack zone, he'll steal. Basically, he won't steal. Sorry, he'll copy the power of the enemy with the most power onto himself. So basically, add it to himself. So that's pretty good too. I guess mainly the power level is what you want, the 30k power level potentially. But yeah, probably the earliest you can get this on the second round, because first round it won't be able to work, I don't think, because it'll be too. It will activate inside the round, right? So you won't be able to get that power you need on the first round. So maybe second round you can get it, but it doesn't give you any hero energy, and that's basically all it does, apart from giving him a bit more extra power. So, I know, it could be good, but I feel like there's too many things that are going to counter him anyway. So, I mean, he's got a new attack at least. That's cool. So that's all the main cards from the actual machine. Now we have a bonus UR. This is from the treasure box you get at the end of each play of the game. So it's like a random chance to get this one. You get this from actually inside the arcade from like one of the staff, and it's pretty cool. Actually, the second model, the first one was with this premium card back in Ultra Commission 4, using the kind of manga style Super Saiyan right here, which is pretty cool. And this is the second model of him with a new attack. This is the Raging Meteor, so it looks pretty cool. And of course, art is amazing, as you'd expect from a Toriyama design. Pretty clean. So he's got a Awoken Burst at his card action ability. This will increase his damage by 4,000, and also he'll lower the enemy's hero energy by 1. And based on the round number, the effect will be, I guess, multiplied. So first round will be just the standard effect. And then second turn will be doubled, and then tripled on the third round, so it'll get stronger and stronger every round, which is pretty cool. And his main ability is pretty good. So at the start of the battle, his super attack here, the Raging Meteor, will become permanently available, which is pretty nice. And the super conditions for the next part, you need to have 5 or more enemies, and he's attacked by himself. If you do both of those requirements, then excluding him, excluding the enemy attacker he can target with the most power, and excluding any giant or support characters, all the other guys on the field, both your team and the enemy's team, will have all the abilities that were on disable, which is pretty crazy. And also, he'll only take 10% of normal damage that turn, so really good defensively there. So it's only for one turn though, but still, that's pretty broken, man, because you can basically, it's for your team as well, I guess, but they can't use any of the abilities, which is pretty nice. So yeah, definitely a interesting card, definitely quite a unique one, I guess. I think though he'll just be expensive for his model and his new attack, but he seems usable as well, so that's cool. So yeah, we had about, I think it was about 11 URs there, so quite a number. Definitely quite hyped for this one compared to the other 2 missions, honestly. Looks really cool. And I think a lot of good cards this mission. Like, you know, I think most of them are good, apart from maybe the Vegeta, Super Saiyan, grade 2 maybe, but yeah, really good stuff, honestly. So yeah, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.